Hey trackies, welcome back to another video here on TXT Track Time. Please remember to like the video and also subscribe to the channel. That is it. Yes, Miguel Akira, this is it. Absolutely phenomenal. What am I talking about? Well, at the meet in Levin happening in France, Akira Nugent has just rewritten the world lead in the women's 60-meter hurdles. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Chef's kiss, I would say. I think it goes in line with, the meeting in Levin in France. But anyway, that being said, let me get into what exactly went down with this women's 60 meters. And boy, when I tell you, when it comes to the hurdles, the women are always A1, top tier. Now, from in the heats, you had an understanding of how awesome the finals would be because guess what? A whole entire three women went into the finals with a time of 7.82 seconds. Absolutely phenomenal. Coming up in heat one, we had great start. 7.82 seconds with Akira, thousandths of a second behind her. The 7.82, right, for second place. However, second heat, there's another athlete from France, Laetitia Baptiste, I think that's how it's pronounced, also clocked a new personal best 7.82 seconds. So going in, I was like, oh my gosh, this race is going to be absolutely fire. But guess what? It is to be expected because we're talking about the hurdles. Interestingly, Devine Charlton didn't seem like herself, seemed a shadow of herself, and I was a little concerned with that performance, wondering what would happen with her in the finals, given that she clocked a 7.99 seconds in the heat for third. However, I have to point out that in the race that Akira was in, that is the first heat, taking a look at her start now, for the last two outings, she's been having issues with the false start. Now, for some of you want to tell me, oh, it was false start, whatever. It doesn't matter. A false start is a false start, and that's something that you have to adjust because you can't go into any global championships and think that you're going to get away with that. So, with that being said, that was one of the areas that I was looking out for, particularly when it came to Akira Nugent in this race. Now, what I noticed in the heat was that she sat back a bit in the blocks, and I was like, okay, you can clearly tell potentially in my mind that she has it on her mind when it comes to her starting and making sure that she doesn't go off too quickly, because that's what happened to her in her first outing. They put her back into the race. However, the second time around, she was disqualified, right? So with that being said, heading into this race, you could tell she was more tentative given the fact that she sat back on the blocks. But I was still wholeheartedly impressed because I was like, you sat back in the blocks that much and you were still able to clock a 7.82 seconds. Oh my God, ridiculous. When I talk about Akira Nugent and her speed is phenomenal. I'm telling you guys, when Akira Nugent breaks that 100-meter hurdles world record, I'm telling you, she's taking it below 12 seconds. Me not ask you. Me not ask Christ. But anyway, with that said, track is on to the finals we go. And oh my gosh, was I in for an absolute surprise for Akira Nugent. Sitting which blocks where? She did exactly what she was supposed to do with the gun. And she waited for it and went. And she got an absolutely phenomenal start. And she moved away from that field to clock a new world leading time. Yes, I didn't stutter. New world leading time of 7.75 seconds. Wow. I told you that her speed was ridiculous. I've been talking about it, in the previous meetings where she's clearly coming back on the field. And boy, when I tell you, when she came up with everybody, catch Akira where? Akira found herself going away and going away and going away from the field. And I'm talking about a very, very strong field. It was absolutely impressive to see her in full motion, letting you all know that, look here, the Akira Nugent, the fastest woman for 2024, is back in action in 2025, and she is ready to dominate this season. Absolutely wild. No, it's kind of interesting because Akira is also part of Grand Slam track, and a lot of athletes are there as well. So she's literally running herself into shape perfectly in time so that when April roll around and we head to Jamaica, Kingston, Jamaica is the first stop for Grand Slam track. And when she lines up for her event, she's going to let you know, say, look here, I'm the best here. Plus, also, I have speed over that 100-meter distance. I'm absolutely here for it. I'm absolutely happy, to see her finally getting back into, what she is used to doing, and that is dominating. Again, I saw a post, recently, I believe, from, was it World Athletics or some other, page that posted when they said, was the win ever in doubt? And I'm like, oh, come on. When it comes to this women's 100-meter hurdles, not don't know, so there's more than one woman that are good. And to slight the other athletes, I felt, it was really strange. But guess what? Akira come back and I show you, say, look here, world lead where? Me a snatch that 1, 2. And just like that, she's now the world leader with her 7.75 seconds. Now, in second place, I've talked a lot and I haven't told you who came second. Grace Stark ran a 7.82 seconds for second, and Laetitia Baptiste from France was third with a 7.85 seconds. So pretty much the same three athletes that we were focusing on when it came to the heats. All these three athletes ran 7.82, but there were differences in terms of what went on. Laetitia, you could tell that she just had a absolutely phenomenal race from gun to tape. The same thing for Grace Stark. Akira Nugent had a really bad start and ran back on the field, which told you that if she got her start right, which she did, she would walk the field, and walk the field she did. Wow, absolutely amazing result here from Akira Nugent. Now, we also did have Rajendra Campbell, and he came up in the discus event. No, not discus. I seem to be getting confused now that we're talking about Akira Nugent running a world lead. But that being said, the bronze medalist from the Paris Games in the shot put for Jamaica, Rajendra Campbell. Yes, he was able to come out and throw a 21.34 meters for third in the shot put. He had quite a few fouls in the however, stuttering again. However, he was able to come back in with a good one and get a 21.31 also to register on the board for third place. As he competes, hopefully we will definitely see him rectify the foul issues that he seems to be having. But that said, good account for Rajendra as well. Speaking of Grand Slam track, Grand Slam announces 6 Jamaican stars as first group of challengers signed for Kingston Slam that comes up April 4th through to the 6th at the National Stadium, where, of course, in Kingston, Jamaica. Stars indeed, like the likes of Hansa Parchment, the 2020/21 Olympic champion in the men's 110-meter hurdles. Also, two-time world champion in the women's 100-meter hurdles, Daniel Williams, 2015-2023. Also, a breakout athlete for 2024 over the men's 400-meter hurdles, Malik James King, getting all the way down to 47.42 seconds. Amazing year he had. Made it to the Olympic Games. Also made it through to the semifinals. Had a bit of a unfortunate mishap happened there for him, but still an amazing breakout year for him in 2024. Also, Alana Reid, the under 20 or world under 20 100-meter champion. Yeah, we have beer champions here, left, right, and center. As Grand Slam stated, stars indeed. So Alana Reid is also here where she lines up for the sprints. And as well, Orlando Bennett lines up for the men's 110-meter hurdles. Last season, he also had a big, massive year where he made it to his first global final. He's been to global championships before, but never to the finals. Last year, he made it where he, in the semifinals, set a personal best of 13.09 seconds to make it there, eventually finishing 7th in the finals. Now, incidentally, there's also an article that was done on Orlando Bennett. Y'all can check it out on Sports Max, written by my good friend and CEO of Sevens Media Agency. It's a great read. Orlando Bennett on a quest for greatness. Also added to the list as well is Cheyenne Salmon, another athlete that had a massive year in 2024, where she dipped below that magical 53 barrier in the women's 400-meter hurdles, where she clocked a new personal best of 42.97 seconds. These challengers joined the roster of 48 racers already announced to compete. Now, for me, this is a massive opportunity for our Jamaican athletes. You know how I am when it comes to money. So it's a massive opportunity for me when it comes to them raking in some big bucks and also getting the recognition. You don't really find where Jamaican athletes, especially breakout athletes, if you are not a medalist, be able to be a part of something this big. And for Grand Slam to announce, big up and coming stars like a Malik James King, Orlando Bennett to be a part of the conversation just goes to show you the recognition and the importance that Jamaican athletes have. Now, as I said, it's a massive opportunity. Love the innovation. So far, the marketing has been on point for the meeting. And I can't wait to see how well this show, and I believe it will be an excellent success once it kicks off in Jamaica, April 4th to the 6th. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Of course, like the video and subscribe to the channel. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.